Hi, it's Jan from Twink Stampin'. I'm an independent UK demonstrator and I've come along today for part 3 of this project. I'm hoping that we're going to complete it this time. I didn't want to do a complete video to show you the whole project, otherwise we would have been videoing for over an hour and a half, I would imagine. Not many people would actually stay by and watch it, so hopefully this is the final one. In part one we learned how, I showed you how to make the actual folder and the pockets, and we decorated it slightly. And then part 2 we decorated the front, and we made the tags and decorated those. And today we are going to complete the project by making 4 cards that will sit 2 in each side, using all the same products from the Sailing Home stamp set. Sailing Home stamps, and we're actually going to be just using the little boat and the dies. We're going to be using the wheel. We're going to be using the birthday wishes stamp again today. Okay, I didn't want to use thousands of different stamp sets and dies. I've tried to stick to 2, which was just the Fancy Phrases and the Sailing Home and the Sailing Home dies, together with the Tasteful Label dies as well. I've used quite a few of these in this project. Okay, so we'll get started. These are the 4 cards that I've come up with. They are all very similar and they are all using the same products. Everything's mixy-matchy to the actual folder. So yeah, just 4 very plain and simple cards. They're great for masculine. You can also send them to your female friends too. I know a lot of people like boats. Doesn't necessarily have to be male. Anyway, waffling. So we'll crack on now and get these cards made so that we can finish this project. We'll start with that one. I have cut out everything, I hope. I've cut out everything, and I hope that we're not going to be too long. I'm going to give you the measurements for each card. This particular card, the note cards are all 5 by 3.5 inches. They come in pack. I'll just show you the pack. This is how they come. This is the very vanilla option. You can either have Whisper White or very vanilla, and they're called note cards, and they come as a pack of 20. So you get 20 cards and 20 envelopes, and they're just slightly smaller than a normal card, but they're very handy, very handy. Okay, so we're going to use 4 of those to go inside our little project. So, you know, you could make 5 of these projects and give them as gifts. And you'd only need to buy 1 pack of note cards, because that will provide all your envelopes and your cards. So yeah, very good. So all we're going to do is put this lot together. Okay, so just your plain base card. I've got my little note there of the sizes. So your blue, this is Seaside Spray, is going to be your top mat, and that is going to measure 12 centimetres by 8.1 centimetres. And your DSP, your Designer Series paper, which is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. That is 11.5 centimetres by 7.6 centimetres. Now, if you want that in inches, it's this one is 4 3/4 inches by 3 1/4 inches. And the DSP is 4 3/8 by 3 inches. What a mouthful. Okay, so they are all your measurements. Just going to put this all together. That will be your base. That can go down first. I'm not going to make the mistake and forget to put the string on this time. I'm trying to find Right, I have no stamp and seal left until my order arrives. So I'm using an alternative that I have in my stash. I prefer, it's not straight, here we go, not straight. So, that card is actually, I think I've done that too harshly with my bone folder. I'll turn that in the right way. That's better. Stop faffing, Joan. Oh, this tape runner that I've got is not forgiving at all. So I'm going to have to try and get this laid down. I may resort to wet glue soon. Right, that's your base. Now, once again, I used the Flowers for Every Season. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, we've got ribbon combo pack. I'm using the lovely thread, and I'm going to, bit fiddly this, I'm going to wrap it twice around my, so 1, 2, and I'm going to tie a knot there. Okay, so I'm going to just chop that off. I just want a knot. I haven't put any tape runner on the back or double-sided because I don't see the point, because it's difficult to put this down as it is, because you're always going to need to manoeuvre the string about. It's not quite as easy to work with, I don't think, as ribbon. Twists. That's a bit better. So we'll move that to where we want it, which is probably about there. I'm not going to cut those ends off just yet, just in case. Just in case. So on the back side, I can now, if I want to, tape it down, which I'm going to put just a little piece on either end. One shot. Maybe a bit in the middle. That'll keep it in secure, won't it? Well, the weather's not too bad today. At least the sunshine's come out again. Been quite lucky, really, haven't we? We've not had too much rain this year. Well, this summer. Do we call it a summer? That's debatable. Mind you, this year's so funny, isn't it? Because it's, you know, with all the COVID and everything, it's completely thrown me. You know, lost all time, all sense of time. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Look at this lovely paper. Really gorgeous. So I'm quite happy with the placement now, so I'll chop off that. Could go even smaller, couldn't I? I'll be careful because I don't want to chop too much off. Okay, so that's the base of the card. Now we're going to attempt to stamp the birthday wishes, which is from the Fancy Phrases stamp set, and the label is this label here, the Tasteful label dies, and we're going to be using Night of Navy, so everything matches, and I am praying that I'm going to get this on straight. If not, I'm going to stamp it on a proper piece of card and then just get the die and cut it out. It probably, if you're not a very experienced stamper, or look at me, I don't mean it like that. It's a bit patronising. If you're not used to stamping, you might want to. Oh, look at that. That's better. You might prefer to stamp on a piece of card and then cut it out with the die, because then you guarantee that you're going to get it straight, or you can almost guarantee that you can get it straight, rather than go onto the label itself. That was pure fluke, ladies. Pure fluke that was straight. So I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Not going to put lots on there. I'm just going to put 3. Just going to put 1 at each end. Get it off my finger. 1 in the middle. I'm going to place it about there. And then I'm going to get my little boat, which I've already stamped. You've seen me stamp these out before. There was no point in me stamping them all out again. Just going to add a little tiny bit of colour. I'm just using my Wink of Stella to drag the ink. And then I'm going to place that there, like that. Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of glue. Now, maybe should have done that bit over further, but it'll be okay. So I just want glue on this bit down here. I don't want that much either. It's the trouble, you get either nothing or loads. There we go. That's okay, isn't it? That works for me. As I say, these are very plain, simple cards. I didn't do anything flashy with them. Not everybody likes a flashy card. Just a little embellishment, and I'm going to colour him. Oh, I use the other end. Just going to quickly colour it with my Night of Navy blender. Do that one as well, because I forgot that one. Just to give it a little tint of blue. There you go. Just a little tint of blue. I don't know if you can catch that in the light. There you go, just there. Very pretty. Okay, so that's card number 1. Let's get a move on. Card number 2. Very, very simple again. The measurements, all your measurements you're going to need. The blue is 5 inches by 2 inches, 5 by 2. And your DSP is 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. Or, if in centimetres, 12.7 by 5.1 centimetres. Okay, your DSP is 12 by 4.5 centimetres. Okay, so let's crack on. Once again, we are using the Birthday Wishes stamp. So I wanted to keep everything quite uniform in the project, so that we didn't have to go and hunt down hundreds of different stamp sets. Let's see if we can get this on correctly. This one's going fairly near the middle. I moved it with my finger then when I... That'll do. Now, if you look at that stamp, it looks like it's on crooked, doesn't it? I think that's where I was going wrong. It looks like it's on crooked, but it's not. Anyway, so all we're going to do is we're going to layer these up. Another quick. Oh, that's too much one side, isn't it? Don't. Oh, I can't get hold of it. If I do it quick enough, it shouldn't stick. There we go. Honestly, you see me taking it off more than you see me putting it on. I maybe just don't have the eye for it. Okay, so that's that. Then we're going to pop this onto here. And I'm going to use glue because I'm getting fed up with getting it wrong all the time. If this is not forgiving enough, I'm going to have to start all over again. Okay, I'm just going to place this where I think is, oh, I think I'm out of shot, where I think is in the middle. Does that look like it's in the middle? Yeah, that'll do. You can put it where you like. You can have it halfway up, halfway down. And then we're going to place that on pads. So this one is a really quick one. So you will obviously take a bit longer because you're going to be stamping your boats and die cutting them and then die cutting your wheel. Oh no, you've not got a boat on this one, have you? So I've lost that from somewhere. Not lost it, but it's come out of one of the others. Okay, now I will put a dab of this on just to give me a bit of wiggle room. There we go. That's okay, isn't it? We want a wheel. What have I done with my wheels? To pinch one from another one. I expect it's in the wrong pot somewhere. So that will just sit there. Oh, it's here, look. Honestly. Can't see for looking. My desk is extremely messy. I'm so pleased you can only see a bit of it. So just leave that on there for a minute. And we're going to use some more rhinestones. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one into the middle of the wheel. And I'm going to colour them. Oh, I'd already coloured that one. I think if you keep going over it when it's dry, the colour gets a little bit darker each time. But there you go. So that's card number 2. Now that one was really quick, wasn't it? So I'm hoping that's how it's going to go. Right, we'll do this one next. Let's get the pieces. Just move things out the way for a minute. Okay, so this one again, very basic. You'll just need a piece of DSP that's going to measure 4 5/8 by 3 1/8, or 11.8 centimetres by 8 centimetres. So that's 11.8 by 8 centimetres, or 4 5/8 by 3 1/8 of an inch. And we're going to pop it onto another note card. This one really is just a bit of gluing and sticking, this one. So obviously you are going to be taking more time doing yours because you've got to cut them all out. But which way should we have that? You've got to cut them all out, and I've already done it all, so it's much more relaxing using the glue, I think. There we go. Oh, it's lovely. Absolutely love this paper. Love it. Next, we can pop this over here. Oh, that's not even cut to size. Oops, sorry. So sorry. Fracture. So that will obviously measure 11.8. That one. I'm just going to cut that 11.8. So it should fit. Yes, it fits. So that should go somewhere like that. Oh, sirens again. We don't live far from the local A&E, so or the fire station, so you quite often hear sirens. Of course, the lifeboat, and helicopter, you can hear them quite often as well. Right, now you're going to stamp. We're going to stamp to the left this time of the label. To the left of the label, so that we can fit the boat on it. Similar to what we did on the front of the project. Now, is that straight? That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm glad I sorted that out before I came on camera, because that was really frustrating me yesterday, or whatever day it was that I was doing the cards. Just colour this just a little bit with me Wink of Stella. I love the way it can do this, you know, move the ink, because it's almost like painting it on there. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping to get some sewing done this next couple of days. I'm going to start making my Christmas, dare I say that word, my Christmas projects. Now that doesn't look straight, does it? Because the words are, oh, stop it, Jan. I'm sorry, you must get bored stiff of hearing me saying it's not straight. Sorry. Mary, don't laugh. There we go. So that's another card completed. Just to add, once again, some rhinestones. Oh no, I didn't put it there, did I? I popped them down here this time on the blue. So very, very quick cards, but then you wanted them to be nice and quick. To go on your, oh no, I've got some on the card, but that I can remedy that later. I've got a white pen that should pick that up. I think it's because I've the tip of my pen is a bit fluffy. Look, can you focus please? No, it's not going to, is it? There, you just catch it. Tip. There. I think I've just plopped a bit onto there. Let's see if I can... I don't know where my wet pen is. Oh, I will do that later. We'll do that later. Of course, the other way I could do it is try and move my gem over the top of it. That's not so bad. Okay, that's card number 3. Not very professional. Am I rushing around and getting things not so straight? And our final card, this one's going to make me swear, the 3 panels. Got 3 panels. Right, let me give you those measurements first before we start. Right, you need 3 blue at, I'm going to do inches first, 3 1/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches, and your DSP 3 1/8 by 1 1/4. Right, metric 8.5 centimetres by 3.6 centimetres for the blue. You need 3 of those, and 3 of 8 centimetres by 3.1 centimetres. Okay, right, let's stick that back in there because I might need it later. Okay, so our final card is going to involve putting all these panels together. Luckily I've cut them all. I don't know if they're upside down or back to front or whatever. So I'm going to just glue them all now. I should have perhaps done some of them earlier, but I don't suppose it'll take me long. Oops. So I just have just enough wiggle room when I'm using this, just enough to try and get it fairly straight. They've got much bigger borders on the side by the looks of it, which is quite strange because they're all 5 centimetres. I've always said that. Sometimes the sides always look bigger, smaller or bigger, whatever it is, than the others. Whoops. I'm actually getting quite warm out here now. Whew. Right, and I'm going to put these on so that I do the ends first, the 2 ends first. Just roughly judge where they're going to go, and then do the middle. The middle will have bigger gaps. Oh, I'm all gluey. Right. I'm going to have to sit down for this. Oh. Try not to do it. Try not to do it so that it's towards me. And you can actually see what I'm doing. Do love this paper. It goes perfect, I think, with this project too. That looks okay to me. Okay, we're going to put that there. Now, I didn't make that too painful, did I? Whew. Held my breath for a while though. Okay, next we will be stamping our sentiment with the birthday wishes yet again. I want this to be straight this time, please. I have to stand back up to do this. Now, where did I put that? I think I put it slightly to one side, didn't I? That's better. That's much better. Okay, we'll have our little boat. Once again, we're going to use our Wink of Stella on him. I'm curious to know, do you stand or do you sit when you craft? I tend to stand most of the time. There's certain things I do sitting down, like fussy cutting and things like that, but when I'm stamping, I generally am standing up. I suppose because I like to look over the top of my work. Can't always see it when you're sitting down. I do hope I've been in shot. I might just put a little dab of this on. See, I've got a bit of paper stuck to my finger there. Don't know why I'm putting the lid on. I shall need it again in a second. We're just going to pop that in the middle. Ish. And then I think I put that there. Maybe that down there like that. Something like that. Just a guess, a hit and miss. So you can decorate yours exactly as you wish. These are just a couple of ideas that I thought of. I say they're all very, very similar. I wanted it to be a quick project. I think I stuck that on there. Yes, I wanted it to be a fairly quick project, even though it's taken me this long to show you how. I did want it to be fairly quick to make, which is why I did simple cards. Now what I've done is I've got myself a smaller little pad, and I'm going to put it on the bottom because the boat's going to hang over. So I need glue on the top because the top will be level, but the bottom isn't. The bottom will be raised. In fact, I could have probably done with another one. No, that's okay. For some reason that's bent. So that's that. So I think I'll just put one more little gem on there. And then I think we are finished with this project. Can you believe it? And I've been talking now for over half an hour. Again, see, it would have been way, way too long to do one video, wouldn't it? Way, way too long. Let's try not to get it on the card this time. There we go. That's card number 4. Complete. All finished. Let's get all this rubbish out of the way. Okay, let's bring back our folder. I shall have 2 folders now. And my cards, I'm going to put them away into their respective box folder. So I'll just pop them in there like that, with a tag at one end. Don't know which end, that one. And then we'll pop, hang on a minute, what have I done? Oh no, that's correct. So I'll then pop these 2. I think I like that one on the top. Put these 2 in here. And there you go. That is a very substantial gift. Do you not agree? I think it's fabulous. I absolutely love it. Love it. I'm going to pop these in here. I've got to put the envelopes in this one yet, which I haven't got at the moment because I've obviously been using those note cards for something else, because I seem to have more cards than I do envelopes. So I shall have to order some more before I can. Mind you, I'm not going to be sending this out. This is mine now. I may give another one of them out as a gift, or as a giveaway, or as a prize. If anybody would be interested. Let's pop them like that. So we pop this one down here. There you go. That's that kit too. Got your lovely tags, stamps, and your cards and envelopes. There you go. As I say, 2 very substantial gifts. Fabulous, fabulous gifts to give. Right, that is finally it. I am so pleased that they're completed, and I'm really thankful that if you stopped and stayed with me for the whole whole series, all 3 parts. And obviously, if you did like it, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you don't already subscribe. All the details for this are going to be down below. All the products that I've used, all my other details, online shop, etc, are all down there. Email me at twinkstamping, all one word, at live.com if you might be interested in a kit. And there'll be details on the kit on my blog. Yeah. Thank you once again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.